Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a video that basically allows you to have a really strong start in Tears of the Kingdom. In this video I'll basically be going over how to get the Hylian Shield, the Twilight Bow, known as the Dusk Bow in this game, the Royal Guard's armor set, Royal Guard's weapons, champion leathers, and also the paraglider that matches the Royal Guard armor set. To get those things, there's a few things that we need to collect right at the beginning of the game on the Sky Islands, and the first of those will be the mushrooms, which are here, or Stamella Shroom, sorry. And if you collect about 4 of them, that should be enough to create a recipe that allows you to heal up at least one full cycle of your stamina. The next thing we need to get is some game or some meat, so just right up here you can hunt some, get some drumsticks and also some of this raw meat from these birds here. 2 should be enough, but can't hurt to have some more. And the reason why we're getting that is to distract some of the enemies in Hyrule Castle, because that's where we're going to be headed. And by distracting them and using Sneak Strike, we'll be taking out some quite high level enemies early on in the game. And those items there were the Stambulbs, just for some extra stamina recovery as well. Now, the other thing that you need to have done is to have completed the first 2 quests, which is the Closed Door and the Kingdom of Hyrule. Once you've done that and you're at the Lookout Landing, you can essentially get the paraglider and fly. So here I've made up the energizing mushrooms and boosted off into the sky, and I'm going to be making a straight line straight into the Hyrule Castle. Now when my stamina runs out, I'm going to use the Stamella mushrooms that I cooked up earlier to regain a full cycle of my stamina. The energizing mushrooms, and now with that I should have enough stamina to enter Hyrule Castle and collect all the goodies in there. So the first thing I'm going to be going for in here will be the champion's leathers. There's no enemies here so far, so it's nice and easy. Come straight up here and light up the brazier in good old Legend of Zelda fashion. Claim our reward. Okay, now after that is to fill up our arsenal with some Royal Guard's weapons. It's the shield and the Royal Guard sword, Royal Guard spear, and there's a Royal Guard's claymore up here as well. Now all these items that are on the floor, they all respawn after every blood moon. So what I normally do is after every blood moon I come here and just refill my inventory. There's a Royal Broadsword there. There's going to be another one in this chest. Alright. Equip, ascend, and go all the way to the top of this tower now. A Royal Halberd here. And we're going to have a chest over here that's going to give us 300 rupees. Again, very helpful at the start of the game. Royal bow now. And then use ascend again to get right to the top of the tower. Oh, nearly at the top. If you ring this bell here, there should be a Korok that pops out. Yeah. And then right to the top to get the Twilight Bow up here, or the Dusk Bow. Now you can keep going up and get another Korok seed right at the top. I'm not going to do that for now. I'm going to go over here and activate the first shrine. This will mean that we can teleport back here, which is going to be useful later on. Now head back into here and light up the next brazier. One more. And that's going to open up the 300 rupees again. Move this out of the way. And we can get our first armor set. I actually got it earlier on in the game, that's why I had to use some old footage there. And that's where it is on the map, B3. Some more weapons. There's going to be another shield over here. And straight up here there's going to be another Royal Guard spear. Watch out for the malice. If it gets you, then it's going to knock off a heart and you won't be able to recover it. Okay, here's why we needed the game and the raw meat. So you're going to get an arrow and just shoot it so that the enemy can see it, the Lizalfos. And you're going to want to try and do a sneak attack and take it out. So that is a bit tricky to do, so you might want to save it just before that so that, you know, you get more than one attempt at doing it. I'm going to use the Black Lizalfos horn and fuse it with the Royal Guard's Claymore to get a weapon with 58 attack rating. There's one more Lizalfos over here, so I'm just going to start sneaking so it can't hear my footsteps. Again, the next piece of game there, the drumstick. It's a bit tricky here because it can spot you quite easily, so... But our weapon should be strong enough now to be able to take it out. Just try not to get hit because it probably will one-shot you. Okay, now we can go back to that shrine that we activated earlier and get the next piece of the Royal Guard's armor set. So be careful with these enemies. If you don't run, they can't hear you. Take this bomb out here, and you can get the boomerang if you want, if you like that weapon. I'm gonna go around here and come into here so I can get another claymore. Another bow over here as well, and then I ascend up here through here, ascend through there as well. This bit's a bit tricky, so be careful you don't get hit. Again, it's probably going to be a one-shot if you do. And ascend through there. Now by ascending like that, it should help you avoid taking damage, but just be careful. Okay, the bridge here is going to collapse. If you find yourself on the bridge and it's collapsed, just reverse the time flow so that you can get back up. Royal Guard sword again. On the left, on the right, sorry, here, there's a window. If you shoot the balloon, that you can get Korok seed. And jumping down here, finally, we get our second piece of the Royal Guard's armor set, which is the cap. Yeah, Royal Guard's cap. There it is on the map there, floor B1. And there's one more Royal Guard's Claymore and a Royal Guard's Bow up there as well. And with that we can teleport back to the shrine again. Okay, now for the final piece of the Royal Guard's armor set. Straight ahead again. This time we're going to dive off here. And then fly straight, keep going straight. There is more than one way to access this section here, but this is, I think I found is the easiest way to do it. There it is on the map. Go straight down into the guard's chamber, and then you're going to want to ascend here. And I think that's the fastest way to get up. And that's it, that's the complete set for the Royal Guard's uniform. And now we can move on to the next thing, which is going to be the Hylian Shield. drop down. There you go. Another little tunnel there. Marked it on the map. And finally this brazier, you just shoot it with the flame arrow or light it up with the lamp. With your torch, sorry. And there you go. Hylian Shield. It's probably still the best shield of the game. I haven't found one that's any better than that. Okay, I think the final thing to do now is to go and get the paraglider pattern that matches the Royal Guard set. You can come in through here. Also there's this moblin there. You can take him out. He does give good loot, but if you don't have any of those puff shrooms, it might be a bit difficult because you can use a sneak attack by using the puff shroom thing. Come through to here and use something like your sword to pull the lever. So you just want to grab it and then fuse it onto the broken lever on there, and that should allow you to open the door. It's a bit tricky the first time. You should get the hang of it. Now, coming up is it's going to be a spoiler here that's going to be coming up, so be warned in advance. This bit here. So there's a chest in here. So this is the first time I encounter these things, and I just took them out with my bow. They're trapped in there, they can't get you. And I thought by doing that, that may open the door or something, so I tried to take them all out. I wasted most of the durability of my bows, but it didn't matter. I just wanted to figure out how to get in there. So, and yeah, to my surprise, Phantom Ganon shows up, nearly one-shots me, and at this point I'm panicking. So I'm just trying to keep my distance now. But he can just teleport through things. So again, panicking. Luckily, I had a bit of range on the Royal Guard spear, so I could outrange him there. But that obviously breaks quite quickly. That did no damage at all. Royal Guard's Claymore at this point was the best thing I had. I hadn't fused anything in advance at this point, so I was trying to look for something to fuse it with. So I take out the Lizalfos horn, and I somehow managed to fuse it in time. Standing in the malice there will just deplete your hearts, and you won't be able to recover it, so try and avoid that. I was trying to headshot him so I could run past him in the time that he was stunned. Again, nearly got one shot again. And I think at this point I didn't want to get any closer to him because I didn't want to get killed, so I just tried to fight him from range, and luckily I managed to kill him. And defeating him, you get the Gloom Sword, which is a pretty good sword. Good for sneak strikes, I'd say, but other than that, this early in the game, you're going to be taking damage when you use it, and you won't be able to heal those hearts unless there's sunlight around you, essentially. And that didn't open the door, so what you have to do is you have to ascend on through up to the top there, and then you can see like there's a pile of really tough stones or rocks. And you want to attach that to one of your claymores, one of your bigger weapons, and just start swinging at these rocks. Be careful for this guy here. It can be a bit annoying. And then back to breaking these rocks. Try and get into that room. There we go. That's the final chest, which is the rolled Hyrulean fabric. Okay, so that's the guide. I hope you like it. Hope you find it helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.